Hey guys, Mr. C Silverfox coming again from Costa Rica. Another question, this is Q&A with the Fox time. Another question coming from the UpperTier or Tusk UpperTier WhatsApp group. If you want to be added, hit me up below, we'll get you added. It's a great place to grow your dating skills. Here is the question. Why validation-seeking behavior from women and other men in the community is ruining a person's dating life? This would only apply to people that want to be masculine males. Now, if you're approaching the world from a very masculine mindset, it's very feminine to need and receive validation. Basically, you are making yourself dependent on an external source to validate you. This is very common with women. That's why we have things like social media. That's why you have Facebook. That's why you have Instagram. Women put themselves out there so that people can say, wow, you're so stunning, you're amazing, whatever, so women can feel better about themselves. This is very natural. It's the same reason women put so much effort into their appearance, which I personally am extremely grateful for. I like validating women when I see women putting a lot of effort into her appearance because she deserves it. She's put in a lot of effort. But the reason why guys don't do the same is because as a guy, as masculine, you create an energy source inside yourself that doesn't come from external validation. A woman's feminine self-esteem largely does come from external validation. A man's does not. So if you are still addicted to the validation from your boss or your parents or your classmates or your professors or whoever the hell it is, your partner, that's an addiction that you have to break. How do you break that? I think you discover your own reasons for having your self-esteem and you focus on giving yourself what you need. Now, I still have friends that I draw on. When I approach a guy, if I'm having a really hard day, I'll call one of the couple guys on my list that are my core supporters. And I'll basically just draw off their masculinity. I'll get their perspective on stuff. I'll get them to help me see what my part in the scenario that happened, what was my part that contributed to it. I'll get them to hold me accountable, maybe kick me in the ass a little bit if I'm playing victim or playing sad or being dramatic. And it's a really good way to get yourself back on track. I'll call up one of my buddies, tell him what the situation is, and just draw on his masculinity. But I'm not looking for his validation because it won't be encouragement. Most of the time it would be exhortation. So I'm not looking for him to tell me that I'm amazing and build me up. I don't need that shit. I need him to refocus me and recenter me. So I will literally call up a buddy and I'll say, hey, look, I went on this date, this happened, this happened, this happened. It was just went bonkers crazy. And then I'll get him to help me understand what was actually going on if I couldn't see it, and understand what I did in the scenario so I can take personal responsibility for my part. And then that way I can move on and move through it, learn from it, not repeat it, and move forward. That's not validation. That's just basically having a buddy. It's like you're on the battlefield and you blew off your leg on a landmine, and you got a buddy that comes and lifts you up, and he's temporarily being your support, and you're walking through the minefield and he's kind of guiding you and you're dodging bullets and whatever, and he gets you back to the medic place and puts your leg back on and you're all happy. So that's what I would say is going on there. When you're really masculine, I don't really think you need a lot of people's validation. I can't think really of anybody's validation that I rely upon or even draw upon. When people do give it, if a woman starts giving you validation, it's just kind of like, no, thank you. It's just the same as her saying, wow, you've got such beautiful eyes. Thank you. It doesn't really do anything for me, but you're just telling me your opinion. Thanks for sharing your opinion. But it doesn't make me feel different. It doesn't make me feel good about myself. It's just, you think I have beautiful eyes. Cool. A lot of times I will also, even in a scenario like that, I'll understand that a lot of times the woman will say something like, women will tell me I have beautiful eyes now, but it's actually because I can connect with women really well with my eyes. So she's not really saying that she loves my eyes. She's saying, I love how you can connect through your eyes. So a lot of times I'll even realize that the thing that somebody will say when they validate you, a lot of times it's almost a misunderstanding on her part. But for me, it's, okay, thank you, move on. I think when you're masculine like that, validation doesn't hold any power over you anymore. It's another great reason to integrate your masculinity really deeply. It really frees you to live life on a much higher level. Less addicted and dependent to other people. Take care, guys.